The Golden Fairy and the Emerald Fairy. A tale of feminine beauty, fiery passion, and a night of magical sisterhood. Tinkerbell glowed like warm sunlight, a small golden-winged beauty whose laughter made the leaves quiver. A'Smith, the Emerald Fairy, shimmered like living green fire, graceful, radiant, and irresistible in her quiet strength. Together they were dazzling. Their romance was bright enough that even the flowers leaned toward them when they passed. They flew close, always close, touching hands, brushing wings, exchanging glances so warm they felt like shared flames. They were in love, openly and fiercely, entwined in heart and spirit. With the encounter in the forest. One soft afternoon, as they drifted through a canopy of sunlight, whispering to each other, a sudden glow rose from the forest floor. A circle of forest fairies stepped into view, all feminine, all breathtaking, all shimmering with natural beauty. Their wings were patterned like leaves and petals, their hair moved like river light, their eyes held the depth of ancient trees. The leader, Thorn Whisper, approached with smooth, elegant confidence. "So it is true," she said, her voice melodic. "The Golden Fairy and the Emerald Flame, your passion moves through the trees." Tinkerbell blushed, wings trembling. A'Smith slid an arm around her waist, protective, proud. The forest fairies exchanged smiles, warm and knowing. "No fear," Thorn Whisper murmured, "only admiration. Your bond strengthens the forest." Let's add the invitation. One of the fairies, her hair a cascade of soft rose gold, stepped forward. "Come," she said gently, "share food with us, share warmth, share stories, spend the night in our village among sisters who honor love." Another fairy added, "We've never seen flames like yours, golden and green. You must let us celebrate you." Tinkerbell and A'Smith shared a quick, excited glance. They followed. The hidden village was stunning, built among giant trees, glowing with lantern flowers. Delicate platforms hung from branches connected by natural bridges woven from vines and moonlit petals. Every fairy who greeted them was uniquely beautiful. Soft voices, shimmering dresses of woven leaves, gentle touches and curious, admiring eyes. They offered jet glowing forest fruits, set nectar as sweet as starlight, bat petals that released music when crushed, warm fire globes that hovered like tiny suns. Tinkerbell and A'Smith were seated at the center of the feast, treated like honored royalty. The forest fairies danced around them, slow, fluid, feminine, the movement sensual without being explicit. Tinkerbell leaned into A'Smith, feeling the Emerald Fairy's warmth against her shoulder. Their wings brushed, their fingers intertwined. A soft gasp of admiration floated from one of the watching fairies. "You two shine," she whispered, "like twin stars finally reunited." Didim. Night in the moonvine bower. After feasting, dancing, and sharing stories under the rising stars, Thorn Whisper approached them again. "The forest has prepared a place for you," she said, voice warm and reverent. "A bower woven from moon vines. Stay there tonight. Let your love breathe freely. Let your warmth feed the glade." Tinkerbell and A'Smith followed her to a raised alcove glowing with soft silver vines. The air was warm, the flowers were fragrant, the entire place hummed like a heartbeat. Inside the bower they curled together, close, warm, radiant. They whispered, laughing softly, holding each other, their wings resting together like layered silk, a golden glow blending peacefully with emerald light. Their passion was real, a fierce, intimate fire expressed through closeness, devotion, whispered affection, and the quiet intensity of two souls who adored one another completely. Outside, the forest fairies smiled and let the glade flicker with soft magic in celebration. And as dawn broke, the golden and emerald fairies emerged together, still glowing, their bond even deeper, their warmth filling the entire village with morning light.
In the hush of the forest where the moonflowers wake, two bright wings weave a trail the dawn can't break. Golden heart and emerald flame drifting side by side. Love so warm it makes the tall trees sigh. Laughter like petals on a midsummer breeze, hands entwined while they dance between the leaves. Every glance a spark, every touch a glowing seam. They move like a promise stitched inside a dream. And oh, where golden meets green, the whole forest glows in a soft unseen sheen. Two lovers in the sky wrapped in shimmering light, sharing warmth, sharing breath, sharing hearts in the night. Oh, the magic is real where their spirits convene, in the place where golden meets green. Then the forest sisters gathered in a circle of grace, soft eyes shining, peace in every face. They saw the fire blooming between the lovers' wings. and welcomed them in with voices like springs. No fear in the glade, only beauty and belief, a sisterhood woven from moonlight and relief, petals drifting downward like blessings from above, the trees themselves whispering, this is the shape of love. Where golden meets green, the whole forest glows in a soft unseen sheen. Two lovers in the sky, wrapped in shimmering light, sharing warmth, sharing breath, sharing hearts in the night. Oh, the magic is real where their spirits convene, in the place where golden meets green. In a moonvine bower where the starlight bends, they curled together, found the fire that never ends. Soft whispers, warm smiles, a love serene. The forest sang softly, stay, you belong in our dream. And oh, where golden meets green, love paints the air in a shimmering sheen. Two hearts entwined in a luminous scene, forever glowing where golden meets green.
Chapter 2. The morning of the sisterhood ritual, where golden and emerald flame join the forest's feminine circle. The dawn in the forest village was not a sunrise. It was a blossoming. Soft petals drifted from above as though the sky itself was exhaling flowers. Lantern flowers dimmed with gentle sighs. The trees stretched, their branches glowing faintly with morning magic. Tinkerbell stirred inside the moonvine bower. Beside her, A'Smith awoke slowly, emerald light flickering around her like a heartbeat. They shared a warm, quiet smile, the kind that needed no words. Outside, the soft sound of humming drifted through the air, a musical invitation. The forest fairies were gathering. A'Smith brushed Tinkerbell's cheek, and the golden fairy felt that familiar warming flutter inside her chest. "Shall we join them?" A'Smith whispered. Tinkerbell nodded, wings lifting softly. The jadam with the circle of morning light. The village platforms had transformed into a great circular arena woven from flowers, vines, beams of light, and drifting pollen. Dozens of forest fairies stood in a graceful ring, all feminine, radiant, and moving with the slow elegance of blooming petals. Their colors formed a living gradient: rose, honey, moss, sunlight, dusk. Their wings shimmered like tapestries. Thorn Whisper stood at the head of the circle when Tinkerbell and A'Smith arrived. Every fairy placed a hand over her heart in greeting. "You honored us last night," Thorn Whisper said gently. "Now, let us honor you." She extended her hands and the circle opened to welcome them in. The moment they stepped inside, the forest itself seemed to inhale, branches leaning closer, flowers turning toward the gathering, the ground humming softly beneath their feet. "You join us today," Thorn Whisper continued, "in the ritual of first light. A rite of bonding, a sharing of spirit, a union of sisters." Tinkerbell's breath caught. A'Smith squeezed her hand. "Ajava, golden flame," she whispered. "Your warmth nourishes the forest." Then she touched A'Smith. "Emerald flame, your strength anchors it." Slowly, each forest fairy approached in turn. Min one brushed Tinkerbell's wings with admiration. Either another cradled A'Smith's hands for a moment, and the third pressed her forehead to theirs to share breath and closeness. Eja, a fourth, knelt and whispered blessings, her voice like warm river water. Every touch was gentle, every gesture was sisterly, feminine, honoring. The circle glowed brighter with each connection. Tinkerbell felt her heart swelling, warmth radiating up her chest, blooming in her throat, filling her with a sweetness she had never known. A'Smith's hand trembled in hers, not from fear, but from the intensity of the moment. Ajand, the bonding of light. When every fairy had given her blessing, Thorn Whisper lifted both hands. Now she said softly, "Let the forest witness your joining with us." The circle tightened, not physically, but with energy. A soft, glowing thread emerged from each fairy's chest, drifting like silk in the air. They floated toward Tinkerbell and A'Smith, golden threads emmer. The circle hummed again, rising as the sun lifted through the branches, glowing like a blessing. And for the first time, Tinkerbell and A'Smith felt something new. They were not just lovers. They were part of a family of women, a circle of beauty, magic, and shared spirit.
your flame in the circle of light. We are sisters of the first light, bound in warmth in heart inside. With our hands we share the fire, with our breath we lift desire. Golden, emerald, rose and white, we rise as one with the morning light. Forest fairies gather in a shining ring, wings like petals in the songs they sing. Each soft touch is a blessing of grace, each soft gaze a welcoming place. Silk light threads from each glowing breast drift toward the lovers in luminous rest. Golden meets rose, emerald meets blue, a circle of magic soft and true. The forest hums with breath held tight. Come join our hearts in the warmth of light. We are sisters of the first light, bound in warmth in heart inside. With our hands we share the fire, with our breath we lift desire. Golden, emerald, rose and white, we rise as one with the morning light. No fear in our circle, only spirit and peace, soft touch, shared breath, and a love without cease. Every woman glowing, every heart aligned, a tapestry of morning in one woven mind. We are sisters of the first light, held in beauty fierce and bright, sharing power, sharing soul. Every touch makes the circle whole. Golden flame and emerald bright, forever joined in the first day's light. Bound in warmth, bound in grace, the sisterhood shines in the forest embrace.
Chapter 3. The Dance of Nightfire. Where passion becomes movement, and movement becomes magic. After the morning ritual faded into soft echoes and the last threads of golden and emerald light dissolved into the branches, Thorn Whisper stepped forward with a new expression, part pride, part excitement, part something deeper. Tinkerbell A'Smith. Her voice carried a hushed electricity. Now that you are sisters of the forest, it is time to teach you our oldest ritual, a dance performed only by women whose hearts burn brightly. Around her, the forest fairies lifted their chins with quiet pride. Their wings shimmered softly. Their eyes glowed with the promise of something sacred. It is called. Thorn Whisper paused, then whispered, the dance of Nightfire. A ripple of anticipation swept through the circle. One of the younger forest fairies, her hair like golden dusk, stepped closer and whispered excitedly, "This is the dance we perform when the night itself wants to glow." Another added softly, "And when a woman's spirit is full of warmth too strong to contain." Tinkerbell felt A'Smith's fingers tighten around hers. The emerald fairy's wings fluttered, catching tiny sparks. They both knew. This wasn't a dance of danger. It was a dance of connection, heat, emotion, and feminine power. Late preparing the glade. As evening approached, the forest transformed. Night flowers opened with soft pops of glowing petals. Fire globes drifted upward, floating like tiny suns. The air grew warm, humming with anticipation. In the very center of the village, the fairies crafted a round clearing woven from vines that glowed silver in moonlight. It looked like a stage sculpted from living light. Tinkerbell and A'Smith stood barefoot in the middle, holding hands. Their wings brushed, sending golden and emerald sparks through the air. Around them, the forest fairies gathered in a wide, shimmering circle. Every woman was radiant. Their dresses were made of petals and woven starlight. Their movements were slow, graceful, mesmerizing. Their beauty felt effortless, not performed but lived. Thorn Whisper raised her arms. "Listen with your hearts," she murmured. "The dance begins long before the first step." The dance order. The first movements, awakening the fire. The forest fell silent. Then one fairy, a tall woman with deep amber wings, stepped forward. She placed her hand gently on Tinkerbell's chest over her heart. Warmth bloomed. Another fairy did the same to A'Smith. Emerald heat rushed through her. Soft humming began, a low, collective feminine vibration that made the vines around the clearing glow brighter. "You feel that?" The amber-winged fairy whispered, "That is the fire. It sleeps in all of us. Tonight it rises." She stepped back. All the forest fairies lifted their arms, and the dance began. A dance, sugar dance. The circle of women moved as one. Slow at first, hips swaying, wings fluttering, arms drifting like smoke. Their movements were sensual but not explicit, beautiful fluid filled with warmth and feminine grace. Their humming deepened into a rhythm. Tinkerbell felt the vibration in her bones. A smith followed, emerald light swirling around her feet like rising flame. They mirror the forest fairies, their movements tentative at first, then increasing with confidence, with freedom, with emotion. Hands brushed, wings touched, hair whipped like ribbons in warm wind. The circle tightened, not to trap, but to celebrate, to surround them with warmth and sisterhood. Golden and emerald sparks flickered with every motion. The fairies moved in spirals, drawing the lovers toward the heart of the glade. Their voices rose into harmonies, rich, soft, layered with desire for connection. "You are beautiful," whispered a nearby fairy as she passed by Tinkerbell, her hand brushing Tinkerbell's waist laced of the forest. Forest. The forest. Of the forest. When the moon unbraids her silver hair and the night flowers open in perfumed air, we gather in the glade where the warm winds rise, with a fire in our hearts and the stars in our trembling as the night calls for more. Golden flame and emerald gleam, two bright spirits in a single dream. Hear the hum, feel it climb, the rhythm older than the roots of time. Hands beckon softly, wings unfold wide, step into the fire. Let the flames be your guide. Oh, dance the Nightfire. Let your heartbeat spark. Let the warmth of your sisters lift the glow through the dark. Let the golden and green rise higher. In the dance of the Nightfire, the circle sways in a radiant ring. Every movement a soft whispering.
forest calls her name. Hands brush gently, sparks in their wake, wings kiss lightly, hearts start to quake. Spirals of bodies in shimmering flight, weaving a tapestry of heat and light. Feel the pulse, feel it claim your spirit's heat, your inner flame. Women of the forest, lovers of the sky, move with us, rise with us. Let your fire